Good morning. Welcome to my monthly update on the statistics that get released by our MLS systems, the Stellar MLS. This is a report about all of the residential property in the Tampa Bay region. That includes about 4 or 5 counties that include Tampa as well as St. Pete, Clearwater, Bradenton, so Pasco County. So a lot of those areas. It includes houses, condos, duplexes, townhouses, and some multifamily. So these come out once a month and they compare the month of February, for instance, to February of 2021. It also looks at what February of 2022 was compared to January of 2022. They release these statistics. They include total sales volume, active listings, pending listings, closed listings, a lot of different ways to look at the information. So let's get started. If you saw my short video, I think the most remarkable thing is that we have $1 billion of additional sales volume that took place in February of 2022 versus February of 2021. So that's much more remarkable than any of the information that compares February of 2022 to January of 2022. So we're basically in the same market that's a month apart. The other thing that's really interesting is that we are down 9,000 listings. So a year ago in February, we had 23,500 listings. This month, we only have 14,500 listings. That's 9,000 less. That's a big change. When you have that amount of inventory, when people come to town, they want to see property, or even if you're local and you want to go out with a realtor and say, see 5 or 10 houses, which is what we used to do, you really can't do that anymore. You mainly spend time taking them around the neighborhoods and saying, hey, this is what this neighborhood looks like. This is what this part of town is like. These are the advantages of this neighborhood. This is not a flood zone. So you have those kind of conversations with them and you show them where houses could be and where listings could be, and they decide if they like that area. We don't go out and see 5 or 10 houses because there aren't 5 or 10 houses. You're lucky to find 3 that you can take a look at. Now, listings sold is down about 500 units from February of the year before. So how do you go down 500 units and then get $1 billion of additional sales? That seems like, well, I guess everybody can figure out pricing's up. So pricing's up about 21%. So the average sale price for a house in February of 2021 was $341,000. Now in February of 2022, it's $417,000. Other statistics that might be interesting is the number of new listings is about the same. The days on market has gone from 44 days on market down to 22 days on market. So that's been cut in half. And the amount of inventory, the absorption rate, is about 1 month. It was 1 month in 2021, 1 month in January of 22, and it's 1 month this month also. So some of those different statistics haven't changed much. Some have, and it's evidence of what happens and how to explain $1 billion of additional sales volume. So it's great to know those statistics, have an idea of what's happening out in the market from a quantitative standpoint. Now, one of the things I think that's important as a skilled realtor is to be able to talk about, what do you think the future holds? What's going to change? What about the interest rate changes? What about the global crisis that we're in the Ukraine? So those are interesting questions, and obviously this is my job, and I spend a lot of time thinking about this. And we've had a lot of sales that are well over the list price. I had a situation where it was $1 million over list price. That was on a $2 million house. We lost, but that's okay. My client didn't overspend. Now, I've seen plenty of others where we're bidding over and there's escalation clauses. There's a lot of stuff out there that, just shows how hot the market is. So bringing that to light of where we are and then discussing, okay, what's next? And I think people have gotten a little bit nervous. I think the soil's a little bit shaky on some of the market. Not that I think that there's going to be a big drop, and not that I think that the demand is going anywhere. There are plenty of people moving here from out of state who are dying to live in the Tampa Bay region. So that's probably not changing. So the demand for the properties is still going to stay high. I think maybe one of the things that could change is that all of these offers and all of the market that happens above list price, I'm wondering if some of that's going to dial back. It's pretty safe to say that people who are listing their house can list it wherever they want to and test the market, and the market answers. The market decides if it's worth it. It's an efficient market. People are surprised by that. It is similar to a stock market, an equities market, a bond market. There's a market that says, okay, here's the demand. Here's the supply, here's what people want, and the market reacts. And that's what happens here in our real estate market, especially when there's so much demand. There's a lot of proving out of value, and it's surprising, that's for sure. You need a skilled realtor to help you understand how to navigate through that situation. But I begin to wonder whether we're going to continue to see these super high offers way over list price when interest rates are going to maybe see 7 hikes this year. We're up already. That's what I think could be the reaction, is we might not see these 125% over list price sales. That's what I think could be the reaction, is a little bit of a back to earth. Let's just play list price with great terms for the house, and the seller be satisfied. So I guess that's my take on this. I've told you about the statistics. Always happy to talk about the market, and people call me to have conversations, and I'm happy to have them. So David Vann with the Vann team, give me a call, 727-510-0265. Thanks for taking a look at this longer video, because it gives me a chance to share some of my own opinions and also get more detailed about the statistics and maybe the issue or the topic that we're discussing. So again, thanks for your time, and have a great week. Have a great weekend. David Vann with the Vann team.